two separate hearings late last night on Capitol Hill. Republicans see both an opportunity to expose what they view as major management and policy weaknesses, and let's be honest, it's an election year. The Republicans see this as part of their effort to gin up turnout in November. Let's start with the IRS scandal. Remember, just last week, the administration tells Congress the woman at the center of the question, did the IRS unfairly target the Tea Party and its tax-exempt status? Her emails disappeared from a key period there. Now, the White House says, the Treasury Department says this was just the computers crashing. The head of the IRS was in the witness chair, and he was asked, did you happen to tip off the White House to this before you told Congress the emails went poof?
Did you cause someone to find out at the White House, at Treasury, or your IG?
I did not. If you have any evidence of that, I'd be happy to see it.
I asked a question.
And I answered it.
You did not cause anyone to find out.
I absolutely didn't.
So you...
The disdain, the distrust. Look, there's some serious policy questions here. The emails just simply disappeared. And then there's the politics of this. Does the administration realize how far back on their heels they are on this one?
It's a bit strange because publicly they are saying the same thing that they have said about the IRS issue from the beginning, that this is nothing more than Republicans playing politics. But I think to most Americans, they look at this and they say, not only does this email issue seem really strange, but it also seems like the IRS just isn't being very apologetic. The tone seems a little bit off. If these are emails that just simply disappeared, you might imagine that someone might say, hey, we're really sorry about that. So I think the combination of both the politics and the policy is going to cause a lot of questions.
I mean, look, just now, with that clip, he said, I'm innocent. But if you have evidence that I'm not, I'd like to see it. I mean, it's not a good position for a public figure to be in. A year ago, exactly, tomorrow, I called for a special prosecutor in this case while giving the president the benefit of the doubt. I now realize how naive I was to give the administration the benefit of the doubt. This needs to be investigated by an independent prosecutor.
There's some new reporting on another scandal just last night. I want to tip my hat again to the CNN investigative unit, which has been way in the forefront on this. A whistleblower coming forward and telling CNN that even as the investigation is underway to find out how many veterans were left on waiting lists of facilities around the country, that records are being doctored because they realize now they're under scrutiny and they're trying to cover things up now, according to this whistleblower. This was also a subject, an administration witness in the chair on Capitol Hill last night. And again, listen to the Republicans essentially going after the administration's credibility.
It pains me that we're at this point. How did we get here?
The reality is you're not outraged.
This is another one. Now, this is an inherited problem. The VA has been a mess for years. But the president promised in the 2008 campaign, and it seems that if nothing else, what was happening out in the country, the disgusting care level was not making its way to Washington, at a minimum.
Yeah, and I think the problem for the White House on the VA scandal is that we're just going to keep hearing more of these stories. I mean, this is an agency that is just broken. There are widespread problems, not just in Phoenix, but all across the country. And so it's going to be one hospital after another, one whistleblower after another. And while they say that they are trying to fix the problem, it's hard to see how they're going to do that quickly enough to kind of keep up with everything that they
And what happens at this point, excuse me, what happens at this point in an administration where you had one Democrat in that montage there? Democrats are just as mad about this.
Oh, yeah.
And what happens at this point in administration when even your own party is starting to not trust the answers they're getting, whether it's from the White House itself or from the cabinet agencies?
Oh, it's obviously a bad sign. The one thing both these scandals have in common is for a party that wants to establish the fact that good government can do good things, they're now giving the public two choices. One, either we're incredibly incompetent, both with the IRS and with the VA scandal, or we're crooked. Pick your poison. It's not a good place to be.
It's very tough with a Democrat.